Hello everyone, this is Don, Kingdom 312, RogersRaiders.com. Please like, subscribe, and share these videos. That is the only reward we get. We do not put advertising up on our videos on purpose. We want you to see what we're doing, not what somebody else wants you to see. The only reward we get is when you like, subscribe, or share. I appreciate it each and every time. Now, we are on our low pay account. So we are at the end of our first month. We hit C16 in 16 days, and then if you watch some of our other videos, I will tell you to take what's called a C16 pause. I want you to pause at C16, C22, and C26. And what we mean by pause is catch up your inner buildings, and we've had videos about doing that. So as you see, I've got three of my buildings here up to 16, and I'm getting my fourth up to 16. And we will go in here and cook some troops. You should always be cooking. And if you watch some of the other ones, you notice I've said you need to be working on those tents until you got a good 12-hour cook, so that you are cooking while you're logged off all the time. Now, okay. Now, so everybody wants to start rushing to 17 to get this new feature. Don't worry about that yet. First of all, you got to grind out a ton of copper and books. You can be doing that copper grind and books while you're doing everything else. Leave yourself at C16, and your point here is to start developing good habits. First, the good habit of catching up and being caught up. As we saw on one of these, and I think I got some banners. I've got no banners on this thing. Alright, so good habit number one, we keep our banners maxed out. We are adding infantry, attack, health, defense, stats. These are base stats. They don't go away, they don't die. Our troops may die, but our stats will not. Okay. And I'm betting that one was at 15. And if I can get the graphic to pop. And we see our power jumping by leaps and bounds because we've added 20-30%. We've added almost 25% to each of our, and then one of our important stats. Now I know I got this one. Damage is one of our best stats. So if you see the word damage after another stat, that's one of our best stuff. So but we're now at the end of our first month, and this is a low pay account, the $40 a month as described. We come up with that $40 figure, and that's what it costs to go to the movies once a month. 2 hours worth of entertainment for $40. Here you get 30 days worth of entertainment for $40. So, I'm not one of these people that thinks the whole world should be free, because developers like to sleep indoors and buy food and other things just like everybody else does. For some reason we think we got these gaming developers that are chained up and slaves somewhere. We might. That's called China. So first month we bought our building set and our gems. Now there's rumor that a new building set is coming out, and if they do with that what they did with the gems, the $99 build set might be $5 again. So, depending on when you watch this video, that may have already happened. So, the smugglers, I just collected it a few seconds ago. We put smugglers on it. We will not renew the smugglers. That was just what was in our budget and what was left over. We could put smugglers on it, bought the gear, put the smugglers on there, and still get some 99. We got our 600 gold per day out of the smugglers. And that allowed us to do other things. But one of the nice things about this latest patch release is there is some hidden stuff that they didn't tell anybody about. You got to go digging around for it. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you what I ground up for free. And not what I'm looking for. Armory and designs. Okay. You watched some of my other videos. I showed you about playing around in the shooting gallery, getting your patterns, getting ready to go. All right. Guess what, guys? On a low pay account, I'm not going to recommend that no more. I'm going to go back over to my shooting gallery, and we're going to go reward history and see where I had a pattern in there. Screw that pattern, and I'm going to show you why in just a second. Reset targets, and we are going to go to equipment, refresh, and I know that's not bad. All right, now what we would be hoping for is within, these should be our top 3 shots right here. It will most likely be 1, 2, and then a choice between the 10,000 or the 35 frags. Both are good shots on the third shot, really are. So, I'm going to start that. 1 and 2. Got my 120 speed ups. And then I will wind up doing my dailies. We won't be seeing our third shot today, will we? All right. But I'm going to show you why I changed it up and got the patterns off of there. Because we now go into our store and wait for this crap-ass page, Fun Plus Developers. Worst thinking ever. You're not in charge of marketing. Long time guy rules. Anybody that wants to play on the websites, people are lazy even in their own homes, and you will lose 90% of your traffic with a second click. And these people built a page that you have got to do scrolling to get to anything. And plus it's taking forever to load. All right. So I can't even get to where I'm wanting to show you without going to the very bottom of this absurd page that should be built like any other store. Instead of just popping up a piece of gear and its price, maybe describe what it does and how it's going to benefit them. Spend a few minutes on sales, guys. Shouldn't be my job to do this for you for free. Really shouldn't. And we're going to keep going. Because we don't have a single button to jump down here to where there's other buttons without getting through this garbage. So we're going to keep going, ignoring all this stuff up here. It's very high priced. Now, some of this stuff is starting to come down. Now, I want to show you 2 different things here, and we're going to show you 2 of the things that we were shooting for and grinding out and how that can be done fairly low cost. So I'm going to show you our duelist patterns that you can now buy already complete for 99 cents. So on our $40 a month budget here, guys, I am going to spend $4 here. So here we are, all the way down to the bottom. They got this deceptive check buy all packages, and you think, my God, if I click that button, am I buying everything? No, you're just looking at another page. Poor language skills. All right. Wait for this page to load, and it's not set up like it was earlier. All right, there's one of our first ones, Demon Hunter. $4.99 goes, oh man, I go Demon Hunter right off the bat. Not in your $40 budget. And quite frankly, Demon Hunter is not going to be worth that much to you in level 0. Watch one of our other videos where we talk about, you know, the power increases when you on your oddball set increases of 1, 3, and 5. You go 50, 120, and 200% on your troop stats. You can do that. Let's see. The retribution here is gambling. Stay away from that for now. Besides that, a Demon Hunter plus 5, you would have to spend a little over $1,000 to get retribution to outperform it. All right, so not in our budget to be playing around here. And to get your Demon Hunter up to plus 3 and plus 5, you're going to be somewhere around $650, $700 still right now. So while that $4.99 sounds enticing, you then have to have it winds up being somewhere around $65, $70 a piece just to get that first piece built. Or months of grinding. So we're going to avoid that. There's a cheaper way, and quite frankly, a better, faster way to get stronger quicker. And it's right down somewhere. You'd think it'd be right next to the other gear. Do these things load randomly? Steer clear of trying to buy your creation designs. They drop fairly easy, fairly quickly. I mean, there's no sense spending money on that. All right, so what we're looking for is a duelist set for 99 cents. Sealed duelist equipment, and apparently this page is random. The last time I looked at it before I started the video, when I did my prep work, it was up on top. All right, so I've got 2 of them already in my bags. And so what I'm going to do here is buy 4 of them. Now, the difference between Duelist and Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter, you need Craftsman's parts in order to go +1. The Duelist, you need more patterns. Now, that would normally mean lots of time and shots in the shooting gallery. But we've got a nice cheap method here where we will be using patterns and steel to +1. So you got 6 patterns. We're going to be $6 per level. So you're looking at about $30 to +5 your duelist. That's going to give you +200 to your troop stats. That's going to give you all your down in stats. That's going to give you time to start getting your gems together. You're going to be really good for a really long time in a +5 duelist set. And frankly, while your castle is still under the 26, and depending on your kingdom, maybe even a C30 level, you may not be of much help in anything. And your duelist set is going to give you your battlefield treatment bonus. You get an extra 12% from 0, and I think it's 15% overall when you're +5. And then you can... I lost... Oh, well, 97 remaining, so I need 1 more. Okay. Now we have to pay attention to what I'm building. or you're going back and spending 99 cents again. All right, so armory designs. I have the weapon and the charm. Two of the more expensive ones to build. Okay, they require well, actually the charm's only one, and I think the ring is also only one rare part. So once you have all your patterns there, you will see which ones you can knock out fairly quickly. And remember, now we've changed up our shooting gallery to where we're shooting for rare parts and we're shooting for this other stuff that we don't want to have to buy. So we should be getting a couple shots every day, and you may want to just keep refreshing it until you get these mats the way you want them. And you may also find that your alliance, if you go into your goods exchange and and I say, hey guys, I need rare fragmentos to build my duelist set. All right, you should have this set up all the time, because sometimes somebody's feeling generous, and I'm going to need some gems for it. Everybody puts this in. This is a wasted part because everybody's throwing them away. I usually ask for Duke of Buckingham frags on a lobby. I recommend people do that. People like to go in there and ask for the banner frags. Higher levels who get these banner flags, the recruitment banners rather, we're gambling to get these rare stuff like Dominique and some of these epics, and frankly we don't have them to waste. So you can ask for them all day long, you're not going to get them. You're smarter. Matter of fact, I'm going to do that. You are smarter. Cancel request. Go in here. And is that him? That's not him. That's it. Count awards. I'd ask for him. He's going to let you mine iron 45% faster. Once you I'm using him on my C30. He's an outstanding. And if you want to power level him out of the hero store, it's only about 30,000 coins. So remember, we're over there shooting in the shooting gallery, and we may get these 10,000 drops. So you may turn around and buy all the frags you need for him, power level him, and then start grinding out your other stuff to get your buildings up. So be doing more than one thing at a time while we're trying to get certain things done. And this is a reminder, you're working on that, okay? And then when you stop working on that, start working on your Thomas Hobbes. Couple him with that. That's your 45% gathering speed. What was on? This one was all resources plus 14%, all resources plus 23%, and then 14% from just your mines running in here. This is a good card. It really is. That 23%, you're going to spend a fortune for the epic card just in guard XP to only beat that by 2%. So don't even try. Not for a while. That's one of those last things you do type deals. So we're asking for rare parts frags, and we are asking for the hope gems, which are fairly useless, and someone might be generous to help you get kicked over the top. All right. I do it because it's only a few hundred towards leveling my own gems, and I would much rather have people on the glide path to helping me out in the alliance than sitting around waiting for something to happen for them while they're grinding out those parts. Get them up, get them in the expedition, start getting them speed up timers, start getting their buildings and their stats built up, and that's one of the ways you help them do that is those hope fragments. I mean, they're all over the place. you should be able to be fully hope gemmed within weeks. All right. So, lost my place a little bit. And we are going to go armory. And like I said, I had my weapon and my charm. The reason we like to put those on first has to do with those attack stats help us over in the expeditions. Take what you can get. Alright. And so we're going to go growth. That's so weird. These bags do not open the same between accounts. Alright, so we have our charm. Let's ring. Now I'm going to show you something on the ring that we've showed on other videos. Battlefield treatment 4%. You will never DE this ring. You'll never dismantle this ring. Alright. And I believe it's the boots. Battlefield treatment 8%. That saves 12% of your troops. Alright. You need to have your alliance hospital removed from your alliance so that your troops go, any troops that die. If you have your VIP 8 turned on and you have subscription in the future and you have these two pieces on, you are over 90% of your troops will live even if you get hit hard. I mean, you could be zeroed and all you got to do is farm for a day and your stuff's back. If they're in the Alliance Hospital, 2 months. It's a ridiculously... It was something that I guess pissed people off in the past, but they didn't remove it from the game. Now, so we are going to confirm, create, again, but change it. Uncheck, check, confirm, create, again, uncheck, check. Now, the beauty of the Duelist set is we can go back in and, like I said, for $6 more, we can go and make this a level 1 and put plus 50% bonus to our troop stats for $6. Alright? That's a huge jump in stats for $6. You ask anybody playing this game for a long time, would you pay $6 for 50% troop stats? And they'll say, hell yeah, where do I sign? Alright? Now, the shirt's one of the ones that takes like 3 rares, I think, so it's usually one of the ones you do last. Alrighty, so now we go back over to our armory, designs, and there's everything ready to build. Okay, so that's one of those things where we need, so I can go to craft and say, hey, I need, I think that's a crystal. Get more crystal, yes. Alright, and now growth. I got 44. Like I said, I haven't been logging in on this demonstration account and doing the things I need to do on a regular basis. I should have been coming in here 2-3 times a day and burning off my stamina. And in that portion of burning off my stamina, I should be running Red Guard rallies that are 26 plus. I need to get in here, do my dailies. Right. And is that it? Red Guard keys. You can get 2 of these keys a day. I think the last one. Yes. Okay. And then when you run a Red Guard 26 plus rally, the rank 6 chests that drop when you open with those keys, usually have rear parts frags in them. So that's a great way to grind that out. And you should be opening at least 2 of those a day. And I should have ground out at least 2 rear parts in a month. I just didn't do it. All right, that's so. Learn from my bad example there. That's one of those do as I say, not as I do type things. I have a main. This ain't it. I don't believe farms are a good idea. They are a division of time. Doing these videos on these building these low accounts just before these videos has been a diversion from growing my main account. Stay focused on what you're doing. Pay attention to what we're doing to make you go quicker. You would spend there's not too many people, if you really ask them honestly about their farm, that they didn't spend more time sending stuff to their farm than from their farm back to their main for a long time. And then it's time already done, lost, and invested. And so now there's a payoff, but had they known ahead of time, they probably wouldn't have done it that way. I didn't do that way. I built my C30 in less than 3 months using the methods that I'm showing you now, and I stay focused on it. That's all there was to it. And I didn't even start a farming account until I hit C26. And like I said, even then I spent more time helping the farming account than I did helping my own account. So it slowed down my growth a little bit, you know. But what I was looking for from the farm is you get the guards that drop, and I want to send epic cards from one account to the other. I'm not looking for food, iron, and silver. That's nice, but the catacombs is the answer to that for speed of growth. All right, having this stuff laying around. Yep, once a week I got an extra million silver laying around over here, and an extra. Once you get up into the 26, 27, a million silver doesn't mean squat, because you're going to be 10 days cooking off that research. So get in here, get your catacomb stuff done, and plunder. These are the ones that are only 10s. There's something unique about crest drops when you don't have all your gear. Or it seems to be. We'll see if I'm full of crap right this second. I guess I am. I only got one that time. One of the most boring events on the planet. Specials. These events right here where they have you go hunt down maps. Alright. But gym upgrades. There is catacomb stamina in there. Tons of little gems for food for upgrading your gyms. It adds up. It's free. And as you can tell, I only have 21 of these, but I know like on my main, I had like 300 in the last month, for this month. So this is a sheer sign of how lazy I've been on this account, and it's still right there. Okay. So we're not even talking about me trying to impress people with how fast it is. This has been lazy. It's going fast. So the methods work. Just even lackadaisical and relaxed play. And you got to get in there and start, and remembering that your account is in 3 pieces. You got your buildings, which includes your coat of arms, right? Got to fill that up. Got to get the glory on that stuff. See, my trade station's still glory level 0. So there are no stats coming from the trade station. All right, so upgrades. I need to be, jump that. So I'm going to be in the trade station's tied to the embassy, and so I'm going to have to. You'll be bouncing back and forth between the embassy and the trade station. The but the reason I cooked up to the 16s on these troops first is so I can keep my troops cooking. All right. So I'll have my troops cooking, building up my army at C16 uh, while I'm building up my buildings. And I will be adding tons and tons of troops. I'm going to get that first full 70, 80,000 man march, balance it out using the formation article over on RogersRaiders.com, how to build the perfect strike. Adds 25% damage to your strikes. Follow the math. The math works. Get that set up on your formation things. And it's a good idea to go over there and do that calculator so that you know which troops you need to be building. Okay, because you need like 3 times as many distance troops as you do cavalry troops for these perfect strikes. So get that done. Now, we will most likely. I spent $4 there because I didn't have to spend the other 2, but I'm going to call it the 6. And like I said, next month we're going to wind up we're going to trade out smugglers for subscription. All right. Remember, subscription's got that extra bonus of keeping your troops alive. Don't be in an alliance with an alliance hospital. We're working on our VIP. We're up to 6. All right. So I'm half-assed in it here, but let's go in here and show that real quick that's one of the things we have been doing. Of course, because I haven't been logging in, I haven't been staying in the mines. Redeem. And we are all VIP all the time until we reach VIP 8. There it is. Everything I got into VIP until I get to VIP 8. Step out. Still at 6. Alright, so one more 12-hour session and I'll be at VIP 7. And that VIP 7 alone will unlock the creation battle speed. Okay, where you can go 4 times faster if you have to do the fights and run the floors and blah blah blah. Of course, your troop march, your beast march speed's 30%. Your stamina recovery goes up 20%, so you're able to go out there and start farming those rare frags faster. I mean, see all the method of the madness that starts falling into place. There's a reason we're having you do this stuff. Is first thing we have to do is set up your account so that your account can sustain itself. You've got to do this foundational work. And I don't believe battlefield treatment. It is not. But on 7 you get the extra formation, which is handy. Now they're going to have to redo this. Health potions, satchel capacities, none of these things matter anymore. So expect this to change during one of the updates from the time that I did this to you actually get this. Is that on a 9? Did they, is it just on subscription? Anyway, your sanctuary should be capturing 90% of your dead. So another reason we're upgrading a bunch of our inner buildings here, and you're going to want to make sure you're not ignoring silly things like these few farms that we've got here. Uh, this is a mistake I made early on. The food number is big, so the holy water number is big. So you want to, while we may only set a few of these down because we want more silver and iron for building our thing up, when we get to doing tons and tons and tons of engagement, we want as much holy water as we can get to get our troops out of there for free as fast as possible. So uh, don't completely ignore that. Keep building them up because you don't want to wait until their troops are in the sanctuary to need that stuff. All right. The and that makes actually farming food. So if you follow that logic, farming food, you get 300,000 or 400,000 from a tile. Go farm the food; it's faster. Some alliances will set down a farm uh, right after big combat for that reason. Uh, Rebuilding troops costs a lot of food. Healing troops cost a lot of food. Yada yada yada. So, and you can farm the food up faster. And then always be doing research. You saw right there, I was not doing it. Now, when you're building these accounts, we're you've got to get to C20 to get that to open up. I don't know if it's this one. It's not this one. See, I don't even have. Oh, wow. Go to all trouble get them graphics to load, and it locks me right out of there. So we're marching over there to that one extra slot. And remember, while we're growing, those extra slots are for farming extra tiles. So we'll need enough troops to do that. Oh, we were there. So we're unlocking that now. So 19 hours, we will have an extra March slot on our C16. And now see what I've been doing on this, because we use it for videos. I don't do much with it, as I send him over to the Alliance farm, having my learning Alliance points. But I should be coming out here and killing as big of an item as I can kill. Look at that, we got a snake right there in our backyard. Yeah. Now that recommended 4 million. I'm sending 1 million. Still killed him. Let's see where else we can go here. Always be opening up the highest mob as you possibly can. See, those rank 4 chests that we're looking for aristocrats, they start at level 28 mobs. So the faster that you can get to the 28 mobs, the better, so that the very few aristocrat keys that you do get during the day, you're getting the best loot possible out of them. All that helps your growth, your speed, and keeps things as free as possible. Lets you bag more resources. All right, we'll let that do what it's doing. And I don't know if there's anything else to show us on a keep up on a low pay account here. All right, we gone out there and see these are rank 5s. Had we gone out and got a rank 6, I'd had rare part frags. And I watch people do this all the time. They go out there and do a 25 because it's on their list. I'll show you there. Gotta not do this. So I go hunt red guard camps, right? Now there's a 24, and a 24 will have a 26 and 27 in it sometimes. This one does not. Okay. So the best use of your time at this point, go find one. The stamina takes a while to recover. Alright, so we're out there killing mobs and waiting for our march to return anyway. I should be out there finding my next mob. That's got a 26 in it. Alright, so we'll farm the 26 off the top of that. And don't think you got to be the guy strong enough to kill that. I mean, it is a rally. Now you're going to get some troops that wind up in the hospital fetching these, mobs that are a little bigger than you should be handling. See, like I just put some guys in the hospital. Who cares? All right. Because what I just did there is some dailies. I'm doing 2 dailies at once by stretching my account. Where's it at? I may have done enough healing to already finish that one. Train distance research. Heal troops. Heal 30 troops in the hospital to obtain 10 points. Alright, so helps if I hit the help button. Boom. Done. Daily reward. Heal troops. Got me 10 more points. Alright. So things we're looking for our growth is we want to be opening up these Alliance Celebration chests. Right? There's real big goodies in there. We're like banners. So we don't want to buy our banners because we can get them from the Alliance Celebration if that's what's selected that week. I'm rotating back and forth, especially after the patch, with creation upgrades. It's one of the only places you can get the refining crest is from your Alliance now. And it's quite helpful to the Alliance because I want everybody in my Alliance getting a couple million in RSS in their bags every day. Why wouldn't I? That helps me. If your guys are all C2060s, C30s, you may need to go find a different alliance that's working on building their account. There is a lot of desire to go sit next to the great big bag, golden castles, so that you don't get farmed during a KE because everybody's scared to go there. So there's a desire to be in those alliances. It's not to your benefit. It's slowing you down. You don't want to be in an inept alliance that can't get the UWs done and the RGs done and all those other things that give you your loot and that you need. But as long as you're doing the basics in that alliance and there's enough people donating and getting those chests open, that's all you need for the growth. That's all you need from that alliance. Uh, at that point, you're working on your account. Everybody's working on your account. You're working together, working on the accounts. Just as long as they're hitting those marks every week, that's a good alliance for you to be in. So, play to your level. Like I said, we just showed you that we are going to work on our duelist set for the next month. And see, we're going to go to subscription. So remember what I said, we're staying under $40. So next month, we're going to go subscription, because subscription is going to give us 30 frags a day. So I should be getting 20, 30 a day. Oh my God, guys. I should be getting 20, 30 a day from farming the rank 6 boxes. All right. I'm going to get my 30 a day here. I should have that duelist set done in a month. Okay. And then it's 99 cents to take it to rank. It's $6 to take it to rank 1. And then another $12 to take it to rank 3. And then another $12 to take it to rank 5. Okay. That's going to put us at right around 2.5 months. But we'll have 200 troop stats minimum. That's not including airships or anything else. We should be close to 300s in our top 3 lines. And we're staying under our $40 budget. That puts you very competitive, very respectable. No one's gonna, belittle you. They shouldn't be belittling you for it. If you don't want to spend $200 a month playing a game, great. During that entire time, you should be getting prepared for your Demon Hunter set. And you can be doing that for free. Watch our video on how to use the shooting gallery and the hero store to get your Demon Hunter for free. Okay. Watch that video. So you can get your Demon Hunter patterns for free, and then you wind up grinding out those craftsman's tools. Do not get distracted by buying them in the mines. All airship all the time. I promise you, the airship's a third of your stats. You do not want to be playing around with one of the only places where you can grow those stats. Okay. You want to be working on all 3 areas at the same time, and there's different places to be doing that. So we're going to stop at the thing and let it do this cool down thing. All right, guys. This is Don from the Kingdom 312. Please subscribe. Like I said, we don't put ads out there. RogersRaiders.com. I appreciate how many people have come on in-game, everything else, to tell me how much they're enjoying this. But liking and subscribing and sharing the videos, that's the best love you can give me. I appreciate it every time. Thank you again.